What's up, Shay?
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm working on my presidential campaign.
Your what?
I didn't tell you?
No. No, you did not.
I'm running for president of the United States. See, the way I figured it is if I'm president for the next 4 to 8 years, then AGM, alcohol, guns, and marijuana, they can't prosecute me if I'm president.
Dad, the no prosecution rule is mostly a guideline. And that's not how the law works.
Well, you know what? It's worked for the last presidents.
Okay. The last president is not a good role model for anyone to emulate.
I said the last presidents. The last presidents haven't been prosecuted while they're in office.
I don't remember anything Obama doing that...
Well, there's more presidents than Obama before your time.
Okay, yeah, but...
You know what? I actually have some good ideas, Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, why not? So, Dad, what's your platform?
You know what? I've got a great big platform. I got a nice, good-sized platform with diamond plate on it, and I got a whole staff that I'm paying $1 a week to set the thing up for me. It's real sturdy and holds me up real nice.
That's not the platform I was talking about.
Then what are you talking about?
I'm talking about your position.
Oh, I got plenty of positions. See, I got this position right here. See? It's called the I promise position. Right here. And then I've got this position here. Put my hands here like so, like the man steel, and I go, I'm standing on truth, justice, and the American way. And then I got this other position right here. I fold my arms, stick out my steel jaw, because America needs a strong leader, Shay. And that's going to be the positions I run on. What's the matter?
That's not what I meant either. I meant, what changes are you bringing to America?
Oh, well, that's where the rubber meets the road. The changes I plan on proposing to Congress is this. That I plan on improving road safety and family economics by 75%. And I'll tell you another thing, that by the end of my 4 and 8 years of being president, I will have balanced the budget, and I will have wiped out the national debt. I'm going to improve road safety by this. I'm going to sign into executive order by 2025 that every American, man, woman, and teenager, turn in their car, truck, and bike to the U.S. government, and I'm going to pay them $1,000 for each said vehicle. And then in return, they're going to get a government-owned vehicle, an automatic vehicle, that takes them wherever their heart so desires. For the single-use person, it's going to be the size of a pod. For the couple, whatever that couple makeup is, I have no idea, but the couple is going to have one pod for each. If it's a family of 3 or more, they're going to be issued a third vehicle for 3 to 8. This should be safe because 9 you need to have a special license, but it's automatic. Takes you wherever your heart so desires. Then, while they have these vehicles, they're going to have to pay a $25 tax for each said vehicle. That means if I have a family of 3, and I've done the math on this, my fact finders have done the math on this, I will be bringing in $1.8 trillion into the national budget, which will help me wipe out the national debt.
So, basically you want to steal people's cars, give them cars that they can't control, and make them pay for it.
I am paying them for their cars. I'm not taking them.
Yeah, $1,000.
The thing is these automated cars will be electric cars.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, there's no more gasoline that's going to be out there. So there's no need for cars with gasoline. All right? By 2025. These cars will be there, and they will be having these cars. The reason why the U.S. government owns these cars is because they'll get a car for that year, and then the next year they have to turn those cars in. They get a new car the next year. Because let's face it, we all know, I may be an old buzzard, but you know what? Technology, they say, is obsolete a half an hour after it leaves the lot. So in a year, that car is an old-fashioned car with the technology. So they're going to get a new car. And plus it improves road safety because, let's face it, it takes the human error out of the equation. Family economics. The way I plan on improving family economics.
Mm-hmm.
I've already improved it with the cars. $75 a month is cheaper than that car payment that they were paying. Another way I plan on improving family economics is by 2030 signing into executive law. I plan on signing into executive order that every house have solar, wind, and battery power. Solar by day, wind on a cloudy day, and battery at night. Because the battery is being charged throughout the day from the solar and the wind, and it has battery throughout the night. I plan on, and off the grid, I plan on putting the power companies out of business. Another way I plan on improving family economics is by abolishing the income tax. Because I believe every blood-reded American deserves to have every dime that they've worked for with their blood, sweat, and tears. And then, this is the way I'm going to balance the budget on top of that. I'm going to raise the sales tax by 5% across the board in every state. Even states that don't have sales tax, they're going to have sales tax after that, because that's going to be more money coming in, because people are going to have more money in their pockets because they don't have an income tax no more, and they're going to spend more, which means more money coming into my balanced budget plan.
What if people don't want a sales tax?
It's the executive order.
That's cheating. Also, I have a question.
Okay.
Is every house gonna have a windmill, or can the windmills be out of the city and, they just funnel power back in?
The windmills I'm talking about are windmills you don't even realize are windmills. They kind of look like a can. They're not turned like windmills. They're kind of cans like this. They got little slats on each side. They kind of pull the current out of the air. Don't ask me to explain it to you. I just know it works.
Wait. They pull a current out of the air?
That's correct. Sometimes those little cans spin without even any wind at all. It kind of forms its own wind.
That doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't, but it works. All right, you got any more questions?
Yeah, just how do you plan on getting the cars?
Oh, I may have to stand up for this one because I got a very good idea.
Of course you do.
You ready for this?
Hit me.
Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler.
Mm-hmm.
There's no booze in that cup.
I wish there was.
Just like a loan. When you're given money to use for one purpose and you use it for something else, that's called misappropriating funds. I found a contractual loophole in the government bailout program. Those three companies misappropriated funds. They used them for something other than what they were supposed to do in improving their companies to get them back in the black during the government bailout program. So I'm going to confiscate them just like the bank would a loan on a house. Plus, they didn't pay me back.
Who didn't pay who back?
Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler didn't pay us back for that loan. It's just some bailout I give them for, and they don't pay me back for it. I mean, that's the same way a loan works when you loan it to a house. If they don't pay you back, you come in and you confiscate the house. It's called repossession. So I'm going to repossess those companies. And then there's the topper. The employees working there now become government employees. They get government paychecks, government insurance, and government retirement. As a matter of fact, they're going to love working for the government so much that they're going to be treated better than they ever were with Ford, Chrysler, and GM. And they're going to think that I'm the best Uncle Sam ever.
That's terrifying.
Why?
The government coming in and confiscating the workplaces of 3 big name automobile companies?
Let's face it, I need those companies to build my government-owned automobiles. To improve the roadway safety. To improve America.
That is so Orwellian.
You know what? We need better roadways.
Yes.
It's for you know what? The great of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
That's a socialist idea.
It's not a socialist idea.
The bundle of sticks proverb.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know what?
It's a proverb used to explain that very idea of the needs of the few versus the needs of the many.
Well, we're talking about America. We're not talking about somebody else. So, you got any more questions?
Yeah. How are you getting this past Congress?
Well, that's very simple. Shay, I take my presidential pen from my presidential drawer out of my presidential desk, and I sign it into executive order just as the last 2 presidents have done, and I just follow their example.
Yeah, and both of them got in trouble for that.
Well, I'm not going to get in trouble, because while they're busy fighting the battle of the course, I just put my plan into progress. I just tell them, I signed the executive order, I'm the commander-in-chief, go out there and do it.
That is so overstepping your power as president.
I don't think so. I just declared a national emergency.
It's not a national emergency.
You know, we kill more people on the roadway than we do in wars. That is a national emergency.
Alcohol kills more people than bad roads do. And I don't see you outlawing alcohol.
No, AGM is.
Only to people who don't have a liquor license.
What? You got a Lady Liberty? What?
Yeah.
What about her?
Where is she? I need her to stomp on you.
Why?
Because you're out here trying to violate people's amendment rights and civil liberties.
I've got plans for president, and these are the plans I believe in.
By taking away people's decisions.
I'm not taking away people's decisions.
People's ability to drive where they want, how they want, when they want.
Well, let's face it,
Next thing you know, you'll be employing a curfew.
There already is a curfew.
I mean, for everyone. No one out past 10 at night.
It's not a bad idea. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Don't you dare.
That's besides the point. Anyhow.
Lady Liberty, please. Where you at?
You know, I'm more American than Lady Liberty. As a matter of fact, she's a foreigner that was donated to us.
We're all foreigners.
No, I'm not a foreigner. I was born here.
You are the son of a foreigner that was donated to the United States of America.
You know, I got 1/16 Cherokee Indian blood in me.
That doesn't actually act on your blood, and go participate in the tribe.
I dance and pray for rain.
The hoedown doesn't count.
I've never prayed for a hoe to be down. You know what, Shay? It's like this. This is not a Republican issue. It's not a Democrat issue. It's an American issue. Both sides of the aisle coming together to work together for a better America, for a better tomorrow. And that is my campaign. Good evening, my fellow Americans. As you consider your choice at the polls this election, think about a better life for your family. As you're getting ready to check that box, think of me. Green card Stafford. Or for those of you who prefer Richard. Because under my administration in 8 years, you'll be better off than you are right now. Vote for me, and you'll see how. And I give you the Stafford promise. You will never catch me in a situation with my pants down. I promise. May God bless you, and may God bless America.
Mm-hmm.